All right, so the Luke Cage trailer was released, I think, probably 2 days ago, and my friend today sent me a link. He sent me a link to the Iron Fist trailer first, and then he sent me a link to Luke Cage. I already did a reaction video to the Iron Fist trailer, and I'll admit it wasn't when my friend sent it to me on Facebook. I just kind of clicked on it immediately. I didn't really think about. I wasn't planning on doing a reaction, but after I watched the Iron Fist trailer, I was like, you know what, maybe I should do a reaction. And so I regret the fact that I did the reaction before I actually. I regret that I did the reaction before actually giving my thoughts on going into the let's flag that off, going into the trailer. So I don't worry though, I corrected my mistake on this Luke Cage video, obviously because I'm talking to you guys before looking at the trailer. So here's my thing about here's my thoughts going into the trailer. First of all, I hope that the trailers for Jessica Jones, Daredevil, those were really good, very solid. Iron Fist was it was okay. I mean, it was so short, it was like 30 seconds or something. I don't know, but it was very short. But I really hope that this trailer really just kind of grabs me and pulls me into the series, because with Daredevil, of course, anything that's Daredevil's a very interesting character. He's one of those characters that you can. He's very easy to kind of. He's the type of character that's interesting enough to make you venture off onto your own, by your own. Sorry, to search up more information about him. That's how interesting a character Daredevil was. And so, of course, I was going to watch that Daredevil series regardless. I didn't even need to see any trailers, and the show blew me away. It definitely exceeded my expectations, and I was very happy and pleased with that. But with Jessica Jones, I had very low expectations going into it. I didn't think she was a very interesting character, but granted, I didn't know much about her. All I knew was she was just this chick with some superpowers, but she doesn't have a super suit. What kind of superhero doesn't have a super suit? And my expectations were very low going into it. But after, I again not just after, but the trailer was very good. The trailer brought me into the Netflix series, and the trailer really it made me very excited to watch the Jessica Jones season. And after I watched it, it exceeded all my expectations. But the trailer is what's very important for characters like Jessica Jones, characters like Iron Fist, characters like Luke Cage, because these characters aren't exactly well known. So I hope that this trailer really kind of grabs me. And regardless of whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna watch the whole. Chances are I'm gonna watch the whole season, no matter what. But like I said, I really hope that it makes me very enthusiastic about watching Luke Cage. And lastly, my other thoughts I want to say about this is I'm a little worried about what's going to look like having Luke Cage without Jessica Jones. My favorite thing about the Jessica Jones series was having Luke Cage in there. When you see Luke Cage and Jessica Jones together, it's just perfect. It's great. It's like, yes, you're just happy. They did very well. They had so much good on-screen chemistry. It's just like, it's going to be weird going into this series knowing that you're not going to have much of that, because this is a spin-off. This is a spin-off series, and it's not really good to have that other character kind of piggyback you along the way when it's not their series. So yeah, Luke Cage, weird without Jessica Jones, but okay, I'll take it. This is and I hope we see flashbacks, or at least some exploration on Luke Cage's history. I don't think the fact that it's a spin-off series is any excuse to not explore Luke Cage's history. I'm sorry, but yeah, I want to see not only flashbacks, but let's talk about. I hope that we see some stuff about Luke Cage's those files. Those files that his wife wanted him to see. You remember towards the end of the Jessica Jones season, season one. They kept on talking about, oh, Luke Cage flash drive files. It's important that Luke Cage sees it. So I hope we explore what those files were about. And yeah, so that's about it on Luke Cage as far as going into this trailer. So all right, I'll talk to you guys after I'm done with the trailer. Bye. Okay, so I saw the Luke Cage trailer for 2016. You know, the Marvel Netflix thing, and I gotta say, compared to all of the, you know, if you compare it to the Daredevil trailer for season one and the Jessica Jones trailer for season one, it almost feels like they definitely did not put as much effort in this trailer. Hell, they didn't put as I feel the same way about the Iron Fist trailer. I mean, it was only like, it was so short, just like maybe like a minute long, possibly. But this one, it's like for a teaser. It's just all right. Let me. I'll put it like this. It's a good teaser for any other network. Like say if this was like a show that was going to be run on the CW, yeah, I'd say hell yeah, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna be on this, you know, immediately. But this is Marvel Netflix, so of course we've already seen its predecessors, so we have no choice. I have no choice but to compare it to what came before it. So you know, Daredevil and Jessica Jones, and yeah, it didn't seem like, it's not a trailer that really kind of grabs me. If I was only just starting to get into this whole Marvel Netflix cinema or TV series thing, I wouldn't be as impressed. I wouldn't be impressed. I wouldn't be rushing to watch this Luke Cage series. You know, with Jessica Jones, that trailer, I mean, that's good. That would capture any audience. With the Daredevil season one, that trailer would capture any audience. Not just season one, but season two. Those two trailers could capture, you know, anybody. But with Luke Cage, it's just, you know. But it was a decent teaser. It was a decent teaser. I mean, if you're like me, you're gonna watch it anyway because this is Marvel on Netflix. I mean, come on, comic book adaptations, you gotta watch. If you're a comic book, if you're a comic book fan or any type of comic book fan or cartoon, you're gonna watch this series. But anyway, so here's some of my problems with the trailer. All right, for one, like Iron Fist, it was short. Okay, it was very short. It seems like they only, like with Jessica Jones and Daredevil, when they did their trailers, they didn't just grab, you know, bits and pieces from one episode. You can tell they grabbed it from maybe like the first three. With this, it almost feels like this is all grabbed from one episode, and the trailer is short. Like I said, it felt very okay. So my other issue is the fact they don't really show that many other sides to Luke Cage other than the fact that he's an ass kicker. Okay, don't get me wrong. I like the fact that he's an ass kicker. It's nice seeing him in these action scenes. You know, when I see him rip that door off the car, it's like, yeah, you do that. You know, and then he hits somebody with the door, and he just, you know, he keeps on. The action sequences, they're cool. I like them. You know, I like seeing Luke Cage in action, but this was like the majority of the teaser. You don't really get to know much about Luke Cage other than the fact that he is he can kick ass, and that's cool. But what separates him from other people that can kick ass? You know what I'm saying? They're kind of. It seems like they're kind of banking on the fact that everybody that's watching this trailer has probably seen the Jessica Jones series, and I mean, yeah, you can do that, but in my opinion, it just I hope that they take this spin-off series as seriously as they did Jessica Jones and as seriously as they did Daredevil, because I really, you know, I just hope that, you know, Marvel, Netflix, they don't lose their momentum. But anyway, you know, so those are some of my first issues. And then also I also had a problem with the fact that, remember in Jessica Jones, Luke Cage had that whole thing with like those files that his wife wanted him to see, and you know, eventually, I think towards the end of the season of Jessica Jones, Luke Cage ended up getting that flash drive and whatever. And he just kind of disappears. They didn't really. explore that at all in the trailer. I didn't see nothing about the files, nothing about the the flash drive, his dead wife, nothing, no flashbacks. I mean, it was just all you just see Luke Cage and he's just kicking ass. And like I said, kicking ass is cool, but why? The question is, why is he kicking ass? I mean, well, not just that, but it's just they didn't show anything but him kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, okay, let's talk about Daredevil and Jessica Jones. With showing just him kicking ass, it almost feels like he's a bit one-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? What makes Daredevil so interesting as a character and so appealing to a larger audience is that Daredevil, he's not just an ass kicker. He's also a lawyer. He's also a blind guy. And watching him go through life and balance out all these deficiencies as an individual and all these aspects of his personality, it's interesting. The character gets to explore all these different sides of Daredevil. Because he's very multi-dimensional. And then Jessica Jones, you look at her, she's also not just an ass kicker. She's a private investigator. She is also a rape victim, and she's also a alcoholic. So again, you get to, as an audience, you get to explore all these different aspects of her personality. What makes her Jessica Jones? And it just with this trailer, it feels like the impression I'm getting is that all we're going to see is just forceful action scenes. Action scenes that don't really have that much of meaning. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate that kind of stuff. I love watching good action scenes, but for me personally, I want them to all have. I want action scenes to have meanings. This actually really makes me kind of wish that, going back to the whole Jessica Jones season 1, remember when Luke Cage had to blow up his own bar because of Kilgrave? I really wish that didn't happen because, I would have loved to see, explore the aspects of Luke Cage being, the bartending side of Luke Cage. I would have loved to see some more of that. I feel like this spinoff could have used that. Not just seeing him as an ass kicker, but see how he interacts with customers and stuff like that. Just different things that he can do other than just whooping ass. Because that can get exhausting. It can get overwhelming. It can feel a little bit pointless. These are just some of my thoughts on the trailer that just dropped. Yeah, it wasn't a bad trailer. I know I sound overly critical, but it's just I have compared to the trailers that the trailers for season 1 of Daredevil, season 1 of Jessica Jones. This is very. It seems like there's a big lack of effort there. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, this exceeds my expectations. Of course. I would love to be pleasantly surprised. But these are just some of my thoughts. I'm a casual fan here, not an expert, but you don't have to be an expert to give your opinion on something. So if you like my opinions, maybe you want to hit that subscribe button and you'll see more videos like this. Anyway, take care.